about them Cowboys, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Logan Dallas here, and welcome to another episode of Logan Dallas Football Talk, where I'll be giving some pretty long discussions about any football-related subject. Football player, coach, game schedule, stadium, you name it. For this episode, we are going to be talking about not a college football game like I usually do with most of my episodes that I've done. We are going to be talking about an NFL game that I've watched recently. And it was probably something I thought about it for a minute and decided, you know what? I'm going to talk about this in this episode. And you want to know what I'm talking about? Well, you know the title, but you know what it is. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys game. It was a game that I was really anticipating to watch on television. I was so excited for that game to come on. And I will say this. It was a tight ASS game. It was a tight ASS game. Yeah. I mean, seriously, the end of that game, yo, I was like, Packers beat the Cowboys, yes. Anyway, let's talk about the first half, I guess. The first half was pretty much for the Dallas Cowboys. They were, the first half, the Dallas Cowboys did pretty well. Offensively and defensively. The Packers pretty much struggled in the first half. Aaron Rodgers, he made a few bad throws. I understand. Not every quarterback is perfect, or not all quarterbacks are flawless. He made a few bad throws. Some of them overthrown. Some of them were low. Or some of them were just incomplete or catchable, but weren't catched by his receivers. So, yeah, you get the point. So the first half, not so much for the Packers, or the Dallas Cowboys, though. Yeah, the first half, Dallas Cowboys did pretty well in that. I think they were down like 21-12, from what I understand. Now the reason the Green Bay Packers had 12 points in the first half of the game is because their kicker didn't score 2 extra points right after they scored 2 touchdowns. He didn't even get 2 extra points right after they scored 2 touchdowns. That's uncalled for, man. Like, come on. You're very close enough to get the extra point, and you didn't even get any. Like, come on, man. But anyway, enough of that. So moving on in the third quarter, the Green Bay Packers they improved in the third quarter. They started scoring. And yeah, the Dallas Cowboys did score as well. But I'm talking about Green Bay Packers improving, and not just the third quarter, but also in the fourth quarter. And I will get into the fourth quarter in just a minute. But the third quarter, they pretty much solved at least 75% of the problems that they had done in the first half of the game. They made a couple of really good throws, or rushes, or yeah, just both of them. And then, what else? Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think Green Bay scored a touchdown and a field goal, right? I could be wrong. I didn't really look at the stats or anything, but y'all let me know. Well, forget it. Anyway. What else? Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, come on. Do I really need to say it? He's a bad man. Woo! He's a bad man. Anyway, yeah, he was really good. Especially in the second half. This first act, not so much. Well, he's alright. But in the second half, heck yes, he really did it. The offensive lines for both teams, I already mentioned the first half was pretty much all for the Dallas Cowboys. They scored I think it was 3 touchdowns in the first half. And that kind of reminded me that the Dallas Cowboys, after scoring 3 touchdowns in the first half of the game, they really reminded me of Alabama. And that's pretty much not good for me to say that. Because you all know how I am if you've been watching these episodes so far. I hate Alabama with a passion. And the way Dallas Cowboys scored 3 touchdowns in the first half of the game really reminded me of Alabama. And so, yeah, I didn't like that part. It annoyed the crap out of me. But anyway, so Green Bay was down 21. They were down 9 points in the first half, if I remember correctly. So they were down from 21 to 12. That makes it a 9-point deficit. And they scored a touchdown or 2. And yeah. Oh, and that one touchdown, it was either in the third quarter or the fourth quarter. I'm not sure which one. But one of the touchdowns that they got right after they scored one of their touchdowns, they were trying to go for the 2-point conversion. And yeah, that didn't go very well. Let's just put it that way. They didn't get the 2-point conversion like they needed to. But yeah, right after they scored a touchdown and didn't get the extra point, didn't get a 2-point conversion, they were up by 1 point, 22 to 21. And then later on, I think the Dallas Cowboys scored a field goal, making them a lead 24 to 22, leading by 2 points. And and then later on, again, I'm sorry, what I'm about to say just really will, I cannot say it without laughing. Right after that, I think it might have been in the fourth quarter, I could be wrong, but right after the Dallas Cowboys got the ball, after kickoff, they were trying to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to put myself together because it was hilarious. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line, Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, which was trying to make a pass and try to make a first down. And the Green Bay Packers defensive player, I forgot who he was and what number he is, but he intercepted the ball and then went down to the end zone for a touchdown and making it a pick 6. It was hilarious. I'm sorry, I couldn't say it without laughing. It was hilarious. I busted out laughing. I really enjoyed it 100%. I just couldn't help but laugh. It was just beautiful to me. It was just beautiful. Beautiful play. Anyway, what else? Yeah, I think that might have been in the fourth quarter. I'm not so sure exactly, but anyway. And then in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure it was in the fourth quarter, Dallas Cowboys scored their last touchdown, making them go up 31 to 28. I'm sorry, before I get into that, actually, I mentioned to you about that one play where the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, the defensive team intercepted the ball and went down to the end zone for a touchdown, making it a pick 6. The Packers were going for a 2-point conversion, and they didn't get that as well. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken for another play, but I'll just leave it up to you guys. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about. Oh, dang it, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. The Dallas Cowboys, they scored their last touchdown of the game in the fourth quarter, making them lead again, 31-28, leading by 4 points, I believe. And then it was about a minute and well, I forgot what it was. It might have been 16, 17, or 18. I don't remember exactly. It was more than a minute. And yeah, it was up to Aaron Rodgers, the bad man that he is, and the Green Bay Packers going on their very last drive of the game, and they were going to get a touchdown to win the game. Now, before that even happened, I was sitting back thinking to myself, this drive that the Green Bay Packers are going to make can go one or two ways. Either they'll go into the end zone and score a touchdown to win the game, or they can go down at the Dallas Cowboys territory and then score a touchdown, just going for overtime. Either way, although I would say I would mostly prefer the Green Bay Packers going down to the end zone and score a touchdown to win the game, and that happened, and I will get into that. But Aaron Rodgers has made a couple of pretty big plays, pretty good ones, actually. It was just like, yep, Aaron Rodgers, he can make some things happen, pretty huge, pretty humongously. Both a couple plays or more done by Aaron Rodgers, fantastic. He's the bad man by doing those really good passes, really big ones. And then right after that, Aaron Rodgers threw I think it was like 20 plus passing yards for a touchdown to Jordy Nelson. I know. Actually, I don't know who he threw it at. It might have been Jordy Nelson. I mean, I could be mistaken for another player, but let me know in the comments below if I did. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers throws that ball to the end zone at that Green Bay Packers a receiver or running back for a touchdown, and yeah, they did score a touchdown right at the end, making them go up 35-31. And then it just comes down to Dallas Cowboys' last drive. And they made the last two plays of the game. The last play of the game was when Dak Prescott was trying to make a long pass to so that they can score the Green Bay Packers score points at the Green Bay Packers territory, and then it turned out to be incomplete. That pretty much gives a thumbs up for me. And then the second last play of the game, they were going for a lateral. Now, I understand why they did that. They wanted to make it as a big play for Dallas Cowboys to win the game. I've seen lateral happen before in at least a few games. The first one I can remember was the 2014 National Championship game between my Florida State Seminoles and the Auburn Tigers. You remember that last play on Auburn's last drive where they were trying to go for a lateral and just making it like it's going to be a big play for Auburn to win, and it turned out it didn't go so well, and that my Florida State Seminoles won the national championship game? Well, that's pretty much what happens in this game. The Cowboys were going for a lateral, and they didn't go very well with that. And that's pretty much also a big plus, and also gets the 2 thumbs up for that for me. And that was the end of the game. The Green Bay Packers beat the Dallas Cowboys 35-31, and it was awesome. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm like sounded like I'm trolling the Dallas Cowboys right now, but you know, it is what it is. Those are my thoughts on the Packers and Cowboys game that happened earlier today. I love it, especially when the Cowboys lost, because I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. Mostly their fan base. I can't stand y'all. Anyway, I'll leave that for another day. So anyway, guys, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please click the like button and comment down below to let me know what you think of the Packers and Cowboys game, if, of course, you have watched it. And let me know in the comments below, which team are you a fan of? The Green Bay Packers or the Dallas Cowboys? And do you think they will meet again? Let me know if they will or not in the comments below, and explain why. And if you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace!